Hey, what's happening, guys? DC Luke here, talking about some Marvel, and the reemergence of something that I think could be very, very beneficial to the future expansion of comic book films. The reintroduction of the Marvel Knights banner. What is Marvel Knights, I hear some of you ask? Well, there's a bit of some weird history with it. Essentially, it was a movie banner that was created to tackle some of the darker and more obscure Marvel characters in film. You may know them from some of their critically acclaimed projects, Punisher Warzone and Ghost Rider's Spirit of Vengeance. Oh. Alright, so the stuff that came from them kinda stunk. But what's important here is that it was established to take on Marvel characters that didn't have a huge chance to appeal to a vast majority of audiences. Unfortunately, due to said stink, the darker characters weren't raking in the cash that the other characters were, at least comparatively. Warzone did crazy low numbers, while Spirit of Vengeance seemingly managed to break even at the very least. It wasn't a huge loss, but not a huge profit either. And on top of that, the execs didn't have the boatloads of merchandise to fall back on to make the difference in sales. Darker characters just aren't getting the kind of attention and dollar signs that the likes of Iron Man or the Avengers are, so what's the point in bothering when Marvel Studios will likely get to them at some point anyway? And yeah, these characters are currently getting a breath of fresh air on Netflix, and most likely Hulu in the near future, should that Disney-Fox deal go through. But I mean, obviously it's been a little disappointing to not see some grit to these superhero films. That is, until Deadpool.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Okay, maybe grit isn't exactly the right word, but definitely a change of pace. And hugely profitable too, the most profitable X-Men related film after all. After that came Logan, and now we start to see that maybe R-rated films can be profitable in this superhero niche. It was likely one of the reasons some of the big players have had cold feet in bringing the grim and dirty characters to the big screen. But what is there to say about the image problem? Surely, Wolverine slicing heads off in full blood-spurting glory, or Deadpool dropping the bombs like a psycho wouldn't clash well with the House of Mouse logo or the more family-friendly Marvel logo, right? Obviously, you need to show audiences that this isn't another Marvel Studios production. They're getting something darker, something a little more mature in terms of content, and so it might be in their best interest to bring back Marvel Knights. Alright, here's the bottom line. Marvel Knights didn't have a sterling reputation when it first started, but I think superhero films have evolved quite a bit from what they once were. I think, with the continued growth and innovation of the genre, Marvel Knights is the perfect way to announce to people that there's going to be further variety in the types of films that they're going to be seeing from the studio. In terms of continuity, the characters that Marvel Knights are tackling would be so far removed that it honestly wouldn't impact anything in the MCU too much. It'd kind of be like the Netflix stuff. I mean, there's a weird spot where you wonder if they are connected or not, but they're never going to meet the Avengers, so honestly, who cares? And with the different branding, you show people that it is still, in fact, a Marvel movie, but one that's got a little more edge to it. This way, we can get characters like Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Blade, Sentry, Nighthawk, the list goes on, and have a much higher chance of seeing them interact with and be a functioning part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Look, we are getting R-rated Marvel flicks, Bob Iger says as much, but how we're getting them has been a question that's been on a lot of people's minds. Are the X films simply going to be our R-rated movies, being distributed through Fox Searchlight in 2000, or are we going to be getting a new banner, born from an old one? You know what, Marvel Knights is a good idea, I think, and I hope it comes back just so that we can have an avenue for darker superheroes. But at the end of the day, that's just my crappy opinion. That doesn't mean squat. What really matters here is what you guys think. Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to read them. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on all of our videos as they come out. Just make sure that you hit that little bell so that you're always notified whenever a new video goes up. If you haven't already, like us on Facebook and give us a follow on Twitter. And if you'd like to show your support, maybe consider donating to our Patreon page, where every dollar that you guys puts in goes towards helping us create higher quality content for you, the viewer. Thanks again, guys, and we'll catch you all next time.